Hey guys, me Michelle with Ag on Wheels, and today we find ourselves in Dawson County in Lubbock, Texas with Jeremy Brown. And we're talking all about cotton, but not just any kind of cotton. We're talking
organic cotton.
Organic cotton. You ready to show me around and show me what the difference is?
Yes.
Can you keep up?
I can. Can you keep up?
Can you say howdy?
No.
He's a Texas Tech fan, what can I say?
Yeah.
I won't hold it against him. So let's go learn about cotton. All right, Jeremy, so we're standing in one of your organic fields. It looks beautiful, but tell me a little bit about the planting and harvest season. Is it very similar to your conventional planting of cotton?
Yeah, the planting season's the same. We plant normally around May to the first part of June. What's different is we can't use genetically modified seed. So every seed that we plant is what we call natural, no seed treatments. In fact, what's great about being an organic farmer is I can catch my own seed because nobody owns a patent, nobody owns any technology rights. And so we plant a variety. Most of the cotton that we plant is a variety that was developed in the 90s. It's a really good variety for here in West Texas. Allows me to keep my costs lower because I don't have to pay somebody else for their seed. We're able to catch our own seed. But what makes it also unique is we have to have a kill and freeze to desiccate the plant. Not many places in the country have that except for here in West Texas. And so we normally harvest November, December. It's not normal to be harvesting into Christmas, unfortunately, but that allows us to be organic because we don't have a chemical to desiccate the plant. It's a lot of fun and makes West Texas unique.
Very different than where I'm from. So what happens if you don't really get a huge cold snap? Does that prolong your season?
Yeah, there's been some years where our average freeze date is around Halloween, October the 31st, but there's been times where it goes into well into the middle of November. So yeah, every year's different, but you know, I would say on average, October 31st, we're getting a freeze. And so because we get those killing freezes and our winters are a little harder, we don't have the insect pressure either. And so that makes our growing season a lot less challenging because we don't have to deal with many insects. In fact, I've been organic for 15 years and I've never had an insect problem above threshold. And so normally the beneficials, the ladybugs, all of them, they take care of the problems that we might have. And so it really makes it work here.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
You don't have any insect pressure.
Yeah, well,
wow.
this is God's country up here.
But at the same time, you take putting faith into Mother Nature to a new level because you really are at the mercy of the weather.
Yes, absolutely. And that is a challenge for us out here. Is our most limiting factor is rainfall. Yeah, we have irrigation on some farms, but it's limited. We don't have a whole lot to just irrigate a farm. We have to have rainfall. But because of that, you know, we can control the growth of the plant. It doesn't get too growthy. Our weed pressure, it depends on the year, but it's not as high because we'll go through spells where we it's just dry. But that works well with cotton and makes it grow well here. And so, yeah, we feel blessed that we're able to do this and fill a niche market.
We're sitting here kind of talking about the differences between conventional and organic. And when it comes to defoliating in the conventional, they spray something in order to help that ball open. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming you don't do that.
No, we don't. We hope the weather is cooperative and the plant is full maturity. And then, you know, hopefully by the time we get the freeze, most of the bolls have reached maturity that they'll begin to open naturally. I will say there's been some years where we have some bolls that maybe weren't quite mature and we got an early freeze and they didn't open up. But most of the time the weather will take care of it and it'll do what it needs to do. God designed it to work naturally, you know. We don't have to use a lot of other things, and so yeah, most of the time it works fine. Like I said, sometimes we'll have an early freeze and it causes some challenges.
And I must say, as I'm sitting here looking at this plant, I'm also looking at your rows. They're really clean, and if you don't spray anything, and I mean, your leaves just look beautiful. What kind of practices are you doing to ensure this healthy soil and healthy crop?
We do a lot of what we call regenerative practices. Because we don't have the use of a synthetic fertilizer. My personal farming operation, we use cover cropping and livestock. What we do here that's a little different is we'll interseed our cover crops in September, really right now. That's what we're doing right now. That means we're already putting the cover crop seed out there. And there's a lot of reasons why we do that. One, we want to get it in as early as possible to capture as much carbon as we can, to have it out there doing what it needs to do, feeding the microbes. Second reason is September for us in West Texas is the third wettest month on average. And so I want that cover crop out there. And because I'm not spraying it, when we're harvesting our cotton, we're already driving on cover that's sometimes 6 to 12 inches tall. As soon as we're done, we can bring in stalker cattle or our own cattle to graze those cover crops, all to fill the microbes, all to have a living root, all the benefits of soil health or regenerative agriculture. And that's one of the things I love about organic farming is I don't have easy buttons. I can't go buy something, and so we have to use the systems that God gave us to take care of the soil. You mentioned weeds. That's always our biggest challenge is trying to keep the field clean. But we got tools with a little bit of tillage. We don't do a lot of deep tillage. We do real shallow tillage. And then at the end of the day, we employ a lot of people. And I'm proud of that fact. I love giving somebody a job that's wanting to work and takes pride in their work. They're here with me every year. So.
And taking it back to the simple way of life, the way
That's right.
it should be.
That's right, yeah.
So not only are you a farmer, but you really hold a special title. Tell me about it.
I have the privilege and honor of serving as the president of the board of directors for the Texas Organic Cotton Marketing Cooperative, which is what sells our cotton. We pull all of our cotton, it's a cooperative. I don't take that lightly because I have the benefit of the organic market because of the people behind me. The co-op was created 30 years ago. We just celebrated our 30th anniversary, I think, in 2023. And to think, 30 years ago, in 1993, there was a handful of farmers that said, no, we're gonna farm differently. There was no market, there was no buyer, and they were determined and they paved the way and created this co-op. And now, 30 years later, I had the privilege of serving on the board and serving as the president. I want to honor their legacy and I want to continue to grow the co-op because we tell people we're 30 families, about 30 families make up our co-op. So that's 30 different growers across this region that grow organic cotton. And so it's our job to make sure we're going out there, meeting our customers' needs, building new relationships, continue to grow the market for organic cotton, and just maintaining the integrity. That's so important today. We want to make sure that when someone buys something that says U.S. grown organic cotton, that they know that it was done with integrity, that was under the National Organic Program standards. And so we take a lot of pride in that, and we are very diligent to make sure that our growers do it the right way.
All right, guys, so we've seen how organic cotton is grown, but what happens after it's harvested? Well, that's why we're here at Wool & Gin in O'Donnell, Texas with Randy Harris. Welcome, Randy, to your own gin.
We're glad you're here.
Tell me a little bit about the history of this gin.
So this gin originated in 1949 with the Woolham family. It was 3 generations, a grandfather, father, and son. My grandmother actually worked here for 33 years for all 3 of them. I started working here with the last Woolham, Tommy Woolham, and eventually became partners with him after my husband and I then totally bought him out about 5 years ago. So family business, really enjoy it. It's just our passion.
A lot of challenges, I'm sure, working alongside your husband, huh?
Some days.
I'm just kidding. So when we're talking about the gin, you obviously gin conventional cotton.
Correct.
But you also do the organic cotton.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about what intrigued you to get involved with the organic cotton.
Woolham Gin was actually the first gin in the United States to gin organic cotton and be certified to do so. Also the first gin in the United States to become GOTS certified. GOTS stands for Global Organic Textile Standard. It is a standard that is recognized around the world, and it requires rigorous record keeping from the farm all the way to the end product, down to testing for chemicals being sprayed, anything along those lines.
Basically, you have to gin all the conventional get all that done, clean it, and then do the organic, correct?
That is correct. So we do batch ginning of organic. So once we have a good amount of organic on the yard, and every year looks different. Sometimes it waits to the very end, sometimes it doesn't. It just all depends what the season looks like.
Sounds very, very, very meticulous.
Yes.
It's a good thing I'm not part of that with my ADHD. I would let a lot slide. So tell me a little bit, I think every farm has a motto or a mission statement. What's y'all's?
Here at Woolham Gin, we always say, where ginning is an art and service is a pleasure.
For our last stop, we are here with someone really special, one of the founding members of the Texas Organic Cotton Marketing Cooperative. Tell me a little bit about the history of when you first started. What inspired you to be a founding member?
Well, we raised and started raising organic cotton in 1992, and we also found out that there were other growers in the area that were interested in trying to market organic cotton and raise organic cotton. So in 1993, we gathered in the winter, just started throwing ideas against the wall, and it just kind of evolved into the co-op, the Texas Organic Cotton Marketing Co-op in 93. Our business is relationship based. You know, we want to meet their needs, we want to deliver on time, we want our word to be our bond, and so that's been our structure from the beginning, but it's evolved with different companies and through different channels and different company needs.
What is one misconception that you'd like to clear up, or one thing that you would like people to know about the organic cotton industry?
We're a niche market in a large industry. We have to work together with our neighbors and our friends. There's different farms, there's different techniques, and this is still one big ag community, and we want to be the best we can be in our niche and to be allowed to grow and thrive in that production of organic certified cotton, but tone the rhetoric down a little bit of the friction that sometimes develops between conventional and organic growers. I hope that my friends and neighbors around me say, hey, he was a good neighbor. That's important to me.
Absolutely, speaks a lot to your character. I think if we're willing to learn from one another, we don't have to agree with one another, but we can learn and see a different perspective. It just makes us a better human. Well, that's all the time we have for today, as I have to go film some more ag adventures. But I hope you learned a lot about organic cotton and the Texas Organic Cotton Marketing Cooperative. Where will I be next? Only God knows. We'll see you guys next time.